You know that. Every band says that because it's true. There's something in the air that makes everybody really happy. I don't know why, but there's something really awesome about it. A few years ago, we came back though and did our own first show in Brisbane. You remember that? At the Tivoli? How many of you were there? That looks about right, yeah. It was very hot. I'm glad it's slightly cooler tonight, because, simply because I need to be able to breathe without throwing more cubes down my pants. There's a reason for that. Because I'm a little bit frail. I don't feel very good. But you know, being here tonight with you in Brisbane, and all you people being here, being so supportive and understanding, and still rocking out in a cool way, that means the world to me. Yeah. It means the world to us. So, because you're so cool, Brisbane, give yourself a big round of applause. And from the bottom of mine, thank you, Brisbane.
So those of you who know me and my work know that I am a massive Ghost fan. Now, I just came back from watching Right Here, Right Now last night on the debut night, and I was quite fulfilled. I found it to be quite a good hybrid concert fiction movie that really lent itself to the story of Ghost, the overarching plot, if you will, quite well. And I was interested to find out what other people thought on the movie, notwithstanding the fact that not a lot of people have been talking about it, obviously with spoilers and stuff. So I was thinking of taking to Google these questions, but before I did, I found about 6 articles from various sources showcasing some absolutely vermin-like discourse on the movie, such as this one from The Guardian, a 2 stars out of 5, and usually I wouldn't take that to heart. I wouldn't say that, oh, you know, everyone has their own opinions of things, art is purely subjective, everything is subjective, objectivity does not exist. However, this is one situation where I feel like I'm going to table that belief because it's just so stupid. This article suggests that the movie was nothing but a plague of fan service and it had nothing to offer for the casual moviegoer. Now, I found this very interesting right at the bat, very intriguing. Usually, you know, news articles will have these gripping titles that make you really pissed or really happy or really sad to try and get you to read their garbage journalism. However, I felt like there was more to it than meets the eye this time around. And I actually kind of felt like this is something very typical of the broader discussion of Ghost in the mainstream media, if you will. There is this idea, this long-standing idea that Ghost is quote-unquote soft metal for, you know, people who can't get into metal. And I've always found that very silly because, you know, there's been a million different things that Ghost has been branded as, and metal is the one that's always stuck out to me like a sore thumb as the most debased, stupid argument ever. Ghost is not even remotely metal. Sure, it has metal themes, but a lot of alt-rock, hard rock scenes also have that. Ghost has elements of pop rock, pure pop, hard rock, elements of classical, if you will, in the case of if you have Ghost. Because it's a hybrid band. It is a thematical rock band. It is a theatrical rock band that draws on inspirations from a variety of places like a lot of artists do. Now, I find this discourse, this kind of devaluing of what Ghost is, this reduction to these simple themes that people pick out and go, this is soft metal, this is metal for babies. I find that very similar to the discourse on Greta Van Fleet and its likening to Led Zeppelin, kind of saying that this band means nothing and it's shit because it resembles a band. It is a tribute band to Led Zeppelin and therefore it's garbage. And that's just bullshit. Trying to make an argument that this movie, that Right Here, Right Now, is a bad movie, is a 2 out of 5, simply on the basis of it being fan service, is it's misapprehended. It's like completely missing the point. It's like picking up a text and purposely misreading the words as to get offended and find an issue with it. It's really issue-seeking behavior. This movie is literally fan service because it is a fan-centered movie. This is a celebration of Ghost's achievements and its audience, as well as it is a continuing of the plot we've seen in the YouTube series and other mediums, like the game. This is a movie for the fans, made by the band, made by Tobias Forge, and I found that very ridiculous. This is the tracking, this is the final step in Cardinal Copia's journey. This is the coalescence of what we had seen at the Brisbane and the Los Angeles concerts in the last year. This is what October onwards has been building up to. We've been trying to find out what's going to happen to our boy Cardi and who the new frontman of Ghost is going to be. We didn't want to see Cardi die, and I did say that there was going to be spoilers at the start of this video. He didn't die. He's now the head of the clergy as Brother Imperator. And minus the fact that we got blueballed a little bit with that ending, and I'm kind of confident that that was Father Jim DeFrock approaching the door. I'm still holding out. I don't know how it works out, but to even pull these threads as evidence as it being a bad movie overall because it doesn't appeal to a certain type of random cinema goer is crazy to me. Because this was a movie that was scheduled for 2 nights at first, and I think still is only going to be up for 4 nights for the fans around the world to see. This wasn't made for people to just go and watch on a whim, although you can enjoy it like that. But I also just find it so ridiculous because the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie, no hate on it, it was well made. It apparently appealed to so many more people like these article makers. But the Ghost movie is getting flack for being a concert movie in the same vein. That is fucking ridiculous. And you know what it is? It's underhanded attacks on Ghost just doing its thing. This is like an agendized debate that I just don't understand. Why do you have to have some intrinsic issue with the band? It's been there since day one. I've only been a fan for about 3.5 years, but I still find it ridiculous that this sort of hate is levied against the band on the basis of its sheer performance and its institution. Like, and I know I sound overly impassioned and angry about this, but it is genuinely pissing me off at this point. These sorts of attacks, these silent attacks on Ghost that just kind of just float there on the surface, they simmer over into something more regal-like, if you will. This is like some monarchical behavior where someone feels like they are entitled to give an opinion on the fan-centered approach of a band that is handing things out to its fans. It's like attacking something for its very being, and I find it absolutely pointless and unnecessary. And I just wanted to make this video talking about this because I've seen this issue just go through so many different throes and waves, and I find it just purely incandescent and annoying and absolutely wrong, and I just had to talk about it. So thank you so much for watching this video. This is very unlike the usual content I have on this channel, but if you want to hear me talk more about Ghost, because I am a big fan of Ghost, then please let me know in the comments below. I would love to do just that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, wherever and whenever that may be. Cheers.